Okay, today, no, I'm not doing today. I'm doing Friday the 16th, September the 16th at 2022. Um, I'm behind in my videos. So, um, let me see what I have here. Oh, fine. So, as you see, all this fog, you can't hardly see, but you see all these lights, which are direct energy weapons. They're releasing direct energy over here, and not just right here, here, um, everywhere there are cars, they have that direct energy. See, there's a car right there, and there's a car right there parked side of the road. There's probably one on the other side too. Earlier there was here, one here. So I'm gonna go on up. Two, four. Okay, there's an animal right there. And for some reason, they come in our yard at nighttime. Um, you don't see them in the daytime, just at night. So I just be wondering, are they sent? Because I do know witches will send animals. They'll send birds. They'll send cats. They'll send different types of animals. I really should have checked to see did I already do this video, because I have a feeling I may have already done this. 5:59. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I'm having such a hard time. Hmm. Now, I just started hearing that sound. And I've been in this room quite a while. As soon as I start videoing, I begin to hear the bullhorn sound. And I've been in here for some hours. And I didn't hear no type of sound. Come on, thing. So we have to count up to when I see him coming right there through that bush. I see light. Because he have that reflector vest. So he's coming. You can see it right there. Okay. So I'm wondering, are those cars that's put on the side of the road, are they for his protection because he getting out so early in the morning? Look at that van right there. That's inside the van window. Like I said, this man here, he like real extra. I mean, he's really extra. There always be one that do more attacking than the others. And he's the one for this neighborhood. Smith was the one for the last neighborhood we was in. The other man, I didn't know his name. So this is the third house we've been in within the last 7 years. Something's gonna pull up down here look like a buzz. So I could see. So I can't remember if someone got on it. That's it right there. Either they got on it or they got off. I saw some kind of movement right here. So it might have been coming from this car here leaving. See, you can see the car right here. Right there. One morning I went out there and there was a silver truck parked on the other side of the street. Just sitting there. And whoever it was blew at me. Look like something right there too. But I seen a silver car, not a car, truck, pulling out from that apartment building on the other side of us. Behind us rather. It's like on the back street. These people be poured all around using these direct energy weapons on us. Then they have this energy coming out from under the ground into the house that goes into my body and go into our bodies. Look at that. And see, they'll just be down there with the lights on bright. I hope you can see that. I don't know if you'll able to see that or not. Yeah, you shouldn't have been able to see it. I'm gonna take it back just a little bit to see if you can see what that was. It just happened. Yeah, should be able to see that. This 6:18 in the morning, a.m. in the morning. Okay. 6:18:75. Okay, that's the old man across the street, stick man's sister. And I'm quite sure that man right there is at least close to 80. If he not, he looking. And he be out there almost every morning. Probably every morning. I just sometimes I can't find him. Now he'll go walk back. Now he went down there, then he come back and go back again. Then he come back home. So they must really be paying him good to do all this walking because he sure enough was out of shape when we moved here in November. When we moved here in November, he was fat. Well, he had a big belly, put it like that. He was walking bent over, and so he really walking now. It's them going back down. So his wife is Nate's. I went back. Okay. I hear that blue truck, and they just riding, riding, riding. They go her and Toto. Okay, there's one of those trucks that be down there. They different ones that comes and be parked down there. Which I said I do believe they are government agencies. Sometimes you may see a silver car. So it's gonna count up to it's on 27 to count up to 49. There he is. That's the guy from down there to the right. Yesterday he just kept riding. I mean he rode and rode and rode. And I kept writing down the time that he would come and go. But the paper got missing. I couldn't find that paper nowhere. That was yesterday. I don't know what happened to the paper. I left it here where I'm sitting at now, and it just disappeared. See, if the dogs would have got hold to it, they'd have tore it up. Didn't find no paper torn up. I couldn't find nothing in the trash can. I don't know what happened to the paper. Look how the sun, there's some type of beam within this here sunbeam. You probably could see it better on channel 1, but I don't like using channel 1 because my daughter have her car parked there. $7.52. That's a different car there. But it's not at the same place. It's on the other side of this driveway here. It's the old man coming back. But this time you're going home. $7.54. I already passed it. So now I have to let it count up to 7:54:02. So right now it's 7:53:41. There you go. Now this is what he do all day, ride back and forth. So this is at 8:24. I don't know what this here is. It's up under this ground because you don't see it. If I go outside, you cannot see. You can't even see that line. None of this you can see. So this is 8:50. I can feel little knots all in my arms where these people be shooting me with this technology. That's why I be wondering about that Dr. Popper. You know people have those large growths on them. Is this what this is? And it just grow. So he'll be right back. He left at 8:50. He's coming back at 8:51:42. See, they don't like the fact that I have cameras, and evidently someone told them that I have cameras. I don't really know. Yeah, because I have gang stalkers watching my videos. And so they have to be in the system probably because now they got when they walking by, they looking for my cameras, trying to see where they at. Let's see, he gonna go on again. 9:24. So I got to count. We took count up to 49. It would be nice if I had a system where I could just type in the time that I want to go to. If I had a CAD um, program, I probably could create one. When I was taking electronics, we had to create a drink machine, and we had to do the rungs. They had a lot of rungs. I can't remember, like 50 something rungs. Um, we had to write the rungs, which is each line that give instructions, and then we had to create how many different types of drinks that we wanted in the drink machine, and then we had to create a rung that you put your money in, and then a room that give you back your change. You have to put the amount that the soda cost, and then the amount that they receive back. Then a room for if it's out of change, you have to put the direct amount of how much the drink cost. Then you had to do a room that give a light that's letting you know that you have to put the direct the amount that the drink costed. Yeah, there was I did it, but I was the last one to get it. I was the last one to get it, but I found out the other women that were with me, they was cheating. They cheated on the test, and the teacher helped them cheat, but he wouldn't help me. Actually was trying to make me flunk. I actually found out he was a gang stalker. I called him gang stalking me, but at the time he was gang stalking me. I didn't know I was being gang stalking. Like I said, my mind go back to years, and I recognized the gang stalking. And he really was trying to cause me to flunk. And evidently he was getting paid to do it. But he was helping them girls cheat. There was three of us women, and I was the only black. But he was helping them cheat because the computer that they normally take their tests on, I sat to it one day, and all the answers was on the test. He hurried up in there. I mean, he come in there wide open. And that's when I realized he been helping them cheat. And they were just bragging about how how they uh how they did. I did well too, and didn't cheat. I was helping some of them. I taught them how to do some of the tasks, and then I went blank. I had all the whole class learn how to do this one task, and then my mind went blank. And so evidently they must have been controlling me back then, because see, like every time I got ready to do a task, they leaving. My mind would go blank, and I would have to sit there and pray because I studied, and I asked God everything that I studied. let it come back to my memory. And it will. As soon as I pray that, everything come back to my memory. But he was trying to cheat. I had to go to the president on him, the president of the college. I wished I'd have went further on. But at the time, I was having a breakdown. I didn't know it. And it might have been because I was under all this attack, what these people were doing to me. And I probably won't have no attack. I was under direct energy weapons. Because these people been attacking me since the 80s. And this was I started school the end of 1990. Was it 90? Let me see. 98? 99? Something like that. And I graduated in 2000. It might have been 98, and I graduated in 2000. But I enjoyed it. I wished I would have took a class where we learn how to uh, work on TVs and radios. But we just worked on computers. Well, see, we worked on old computers that was easy to take apart and stuff. These computers they got now, they not easy to take apart. I pretty much, but the computer I had, where they had hacked it so bad they messed it up. But I had a lot of information on that computer, and I just messed it up worse trying to take it apart because I didn't have the strength to pull it apart, and I ended up just tearing it up. Not the software part, but the hardware part on the monitor. So I still got it. I just got to find some place that I can take it to. They can take my hard drive out of it, and I can put it on something else. Or somebody deleted very, very important videos, and I'm hoping sometimes they say that once you delete something, it can still be on the hard drive. So I'm hoping all that still be on the hard drive if I could ever get it off. I know a guy, he was saying it's a software called Ghost because he was a producer. He produced music up in New York. Look at that. See what he did? They were just that one light too. Cause I didn't see the light on over there. And this Joker is old. He walks with one of them walking things, and he's still out here trying to hurt people. He need to be praying, asking God to heal him, and whoever it is that he holding a grudge against, he need to forgive him. Maybe then he can walk. Because a lot of time when people are crippled, they holding on to unforgiveness. Okay, 9:31. Okay. He got there at 9:24. He left at 9:31. Now that like we not having a hard life too. The same hardness that they having, they probably not having it as hard because they at least they got their own home, got a car. I don't have my own home. I don't have a car. They probably got money, retirement money in the bank. See, they how to hear these young people riding the bicycles and stuff. I normally won't record the young people, but they look like they might be either teens or in their early 20s. Cause their school is going on. They're not in school. Cause there's a little girl that be riding. I don't video her. Cause I don't trust what they trying to say. And they sent that little girl to the back door. One thing I ain't is homosexual. There ain't nothing a woman can do for me. She can't even be a good friend to me because they too jealous hearted and two faced. I never did do a whole lot of fooling around with women, even when I was young, because they too jealous hearted and two faced. I don't like two faced people, and I don't like people that I can't trust. I will not have nobody in my life if I can't trust them. I don't even deal with my family that much, but they two faced. Two faced people will get you killed. Jealous hearted people will get you killed. Seem like I'm just different than my whole family. My sisters, we got the same mom and the same daddy, and I'm just different than they are. And see, one thing they don't think much of me because I don't go running after money and stuff. I kind of wish now that I would have, but I didn't. Because at the time I was living, when I raised my children, I was living in our family home. And I left there because men kept trying to break in on me and my kids. Cutting up out the screens and just doing mess. Leaving filthy books around the door, I mean, on the outside of the windows and stuff. Crazy stuff. Because they knew I was there just about me and my children. I had to get me a gun when I was about to kill somebody because a guy I had started dating he unlocked my door because I didn't know he was on crack. And he unlocked my door and let for this guy to come in because back then, I still have a lot of crystal. I sold it though in home interior, and he told him where I kept it at, and it was in my children's room. And the guy was in my room, in my children's room, and I got my gun. That's the last time I saw him. I got my gun. I was going to try to see whoever it was. And there was a guy. There was a guy outside, but he said he was looking for his mama because his mama mine had went bed. And I walked up to him with that gun. I said, "You see," because my daughter told me he had on a white T-shirt and black pants. But this guy, he didn't have on a white T-shirt. But if he would have, he probably would have got shot that night. Because I was really pissed off. And then he never did. The guy I was dating never did come back no more. And that's when I found out he was on crack. My cousin told me, "Girl, you didn't know this guy was on crack?" I said, "No, I don't. I don't know people that smoke crack." Back then, I didn't. I did. I didn't be around people that much. I didn't know nothing about no crack cocaine. But he saw that I was crazy, and he knew not to come back. And then one day, me and my daughter was walking, and she recognized the cologne. She said, "Mama, that's him right there." And it was this guy I knew. I've been knowing him all my life. And I do know he's a peeping Tom and he was on crack. And I didn't think he would try it no more because he would have got shot if I'd have saw him. Because my gun was loaded too. I need to get me another one because somebody stole that one. That little dog, I think this is the same day the little dog was out there. His little feet were burning. Because when I saw him, I said, why he's limping like that? And I realized his little feet were burning. He was walking out there on the ground. And this man here, dog, goes over here and use the bathroom. Now, if he don't train them to stop doing it, they're gonna be a mess. Cause people don't like dogs coming up, leaving poop in their yard, especially in the front yard. So you let our dog poop in our yard. Look at them out there tussling. They're the tussling little dogs. That's that man that stay right there in that red truck. Come on. So got to count up to 58. Let me look at some other stuff. While I'm waiting to count to 58. Next year, I just pray that we don't be here and that we be on some land that don't belong to nobody else. And I can get out there and keep my plants fertilized and watered properly. And not having nobody shooting at me every time I come outside. I love looking at them. I just like looking at my plants. I like watching growth. You know what? I don't miss what I was trying. I need to run in my mouth. Because I done missed it. It's supposed to be 26, it's on 27. Well, I ain't gonna worry about it. I don't know what he was doing anyway to make me. He looked like I'm telling you, I don't know. This joker here, he's starting to act like he might be on something. I mean, really. There's somebody going over there. Oh, that's that lady. I think she's coming to get the. Somebody already got that house. The guy that going over there with that white truck, kind of big dude. He got that house, I think. He gonna work on it one because I saw him taking some supplies over there. I really hope we be gone by the time they get in there. I'm telling you, but they're just too close. Be like sharing pretty much the same yard. Look at the blue truck again. There you go, right there. In real life, it's bad when he come by here so much. I recognize the sound of his truck. Lord have mercy. There you go again. Here you come. There you go. There's that one going home. 1857. $18.57. 50 got the good count up to 53. Okay, them girls went down there at what time? So they went down there at that man on the right with the blue truck. They went down there at 10:03. And now it is 18:58. So they've been down there a good while. Look at him. That little dog. He following them. That's that man right there, dog. That's that little bed dog. So he must be wanting them to pick him up because his little feet were burning. I'll be that scared of him. So he come over here breaking bed, him and the other dog. They got two dogs. One a big dog. And ran my daughter back in the house. I told girl, you don't be letting no dog run you back in the house, get something and knock the mess out of them. And the little one was the worst one. Because the big dog was barking, but he ran back out the road. The little one was still standing in the yard. Barking. I said, I'll be don't turn these dogs on them and let them whoop them. They better go head on. We were barking at the UPS man and then went over to these people's house and we're barking at them. The guy said, you better go head on. I said, they terrorizing the neighborhood. You break one of them down, then they'll be ready to sue you or something, but they're not supposed to allow them dogs to be out without a lease. That's why we have our dogs in the backyard. Even when she take them outside in the front yard to put them in the car, she puts them on a lease. They taking a little dog over here to this lady here. So evidently, now see, the dog was right here in front of our house. Why they didn't bring the dog over here? Cause they know all these people know what's going on. They gonna go way down here to this lady house. Cause they probably be at the meeting, so they done told them. Cause I do believe he's my helper. This man right here. That's why he be the first thing out there 5 something in the morning. His old self out there walking by himself. People mean. And where we at, people do a lot of killing in this town. Up in this area. We be killing all the time. Always a bunch of killing and raping and stuff. Like you got food now, they'll rape old man. They don't care. Long they get their jollies out, they don't care. People is really gone mad. Pure demonic. That's why when somebody come knocking at the door, I don't know you, you don't get in. Because I don't answer the door. If I do know, you still might not let you in. Because you ain't got no business just coming here without me inviting you or you calling me, let me know that you coming. Yeah, he must be burning. But he let her pick him up and carry him home. He sitting there like a little baby. Yes, that's a bad little dog. And that woman home, she not open that door. I'm getting a sinus headache. I got to really find me something good for sinus. My every single night, my nose starts stopping up. See what else that though? Hmm. I just saw something right there. Something flashed right here. So I don't know if that's on the other side of that fence or on this side, but it moved. She walked like her feet hurt. I got to start doctoring on my feet. I think I'm gonna buy me one of those feet massagers. Cause I don't never wear hard shoes and my feet, and they keep this heat stuff on my feet, keep my feet swollen to now my feet just real tender. Cause yesterday I got dressed and they were giving my great granddaughter, one of my great grands, a birthday party, and my grandson had asked me Saturday was I going, but I won't plan on going because I didn't have nobody to watch my sister. Then my daughter said she'll watch her, so I was gonna go. But he had told me he was gonna come to pick up her gift, and so I said, "Well, child, I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed then." And I got, I put on some pair of my shoes. I had to take no joker right on back off. My feet, the bottom of my feet is so tender. They did that one time before. I had to go to a foot specialist, and he sent me to this place for them to work on my feet, and they put me in this spa. And that spa evidently had germs in it because I broke out with little things look like wingworms all over. And so I went to the doctor, and they called the dermatologist, and they talking about they make an appointment for 3 months. I said 3 months? I ain't waiting no 3 months. I'll be dead. I don't know what this is. So I remember seeing something that Martha Stewart made, and I always was soaking it. So it was, you got one part Epsom salt, 1 part sea salt, one half point baking soda, whole point powdered milk. The powdered milk is to keep the water soft. And the only thing I can't remember is the amount of vinegar, white vinegar. I don't remember if it was a whole cup or a half a cup. But I had the recipe at the time wrote down, and I don't know what happened to it. And so I ran my water and I put that stuff in because when I make a lot of it. And I put so much in the water, and I got that water. You supposed to soak for anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. And I think I just soaked 15 minutes, I believe. I might have soaked 30 because it's been many years ago. And I soaked in that stuff, and I ain't lying. When I stood up out of that water, I actually saw them wingworms disappearing. Or whatever that infection was, a virus or whatever it was, I soaked in it, and I mean, I could literally see it moving off of my skin. I never did go back to the doctor for it. And I looked in the mirror. My face looked like a tomato. I was red. I don't know what, but that's all right. I was healed. I didn't even have to go back to the doctor for it because it never did, it just went away. So I just stopped making. I needed to buy me some more stuff. And but I don't like soaking in that tub in there. I love soaking in the tub, but not this one here because every time I soak in it, I feel I'm being attacked. I can feel something hot hitting me because that stuff they put out there in that ground. They got something down at the end of this street. That man, whoever it was, that blue truck, because they the only one that stay down there. Unless these people right here did it. Because he said it was a woman that had him to put something down under the ground. And then PWC put something down out here. You can still see right there where they dug. But they dug that. And then the man that was unstopping it, that we call, they put something right here. There it is right there. So I don't know what all they doing. Okay, 1930. Okay, this is it right here. You can see colorful, something colorful right here. It's red, look like red and green. It might be purple and green, but it's moving like this, the energy that's on the walls inside this house. Look there. Now this don't make no sense for people to be so mean. It was like that tonight too. But they keep doing stuff like this here. Grown people now, these grown people, they keep doing this crazy mess. And then when hard times come on them, because they're gonna have to answer for the stuff they do. They're gonna answer. 2034. I just be praying, asking God not to let people that don't bother other people have to suffer for what these people do. Okay. You see something over here? Look at the dogs out there. Poor little doggies. Well, that crazy man. Look at that van. Look at that. He's out there with his light. There's something right there. Because they doing this stuff. You got they somebody either in the back of us making it do that in the back, and somebody in the front. Because these people are sick in the head, pure sick. And look how it'll stop and then it just start back. Hmm. That's me. I came outside so I can see if I see anything. You see nothing. Not one thing did I see. Not a thing. And that's all I got right there. So this was the 16th of September 2022. And this the type of craziness, demonic stuff that we have to go through with this every day, all day, every day. These people never stop. They never stop because actually this stuff never stop. You just can't see it in the daytime. But as soon as it start getting dark, you'll start seeing it. They never stop. Somebody is always 24 hours a day. There's somebody coming against us with this stuff. So I'm going to close out.